Hyvät katsojat, paljon terveisiä teille. Tässä on uusi aika nyt alossa. Tuon tunnin eteenpäin. Toivottavasti olette vaihtanut kellot. Tänä päivänä tulemme tietämään asiasta, jota on nyt näytellyt Kalevalan puolesta nyt ensi kuussa. Ja sitten Sibelius Musiikkiakademiin taiteilijat, joita tulee tänne Ishpeminginkin soittamaan nyt ensi syyskuussa. Suomi Kutsuu jatkuu. Näin 8. päivä maaliskuuta. Program continues on this 8th day of March. It's my pleasure to introduce to you our guest for this Sunday morning's program, representing the Peninsula Arts Appreciation Council, actually, but I have him listed as Paul Olson from Ishpeming, Michigan. Welcome, Paul, to Finland Calling.
I'm very pleased to be able to be on the show today.
Now, you're part of a program called the Kalevala, Land of Heroes.
Yes, absolutely. The Peninsula Arts Appreciation Council next month in April is putting on a brand new stage play production based on the Kalevala, and we're really excited about it. It's a brand new script. It was written by me, and in cooperation with the folks from Peninsula Arts Appreciation Council. Al Kiefer and Carl Anderson worked on this as well.
And it's going to be at the Vista Theater.
Absolutely, yep.
And you have quite a run scheduled for it.
Yeah, we do. Our dates for the production are April 9th and 10th. And on April 11th, there's going to be a matinee. That's the day before Easter. The matinee is going to be really special because that's at 1:30 in the afternoon, and ticket prices for that are $5 for adults, and children under 18 are free. And then it runs the next weekend, April 15th, 16th, 17th, and 18th.
All right. At the Vista Theater.
At the Vista Theater.
In the evenings, it's what, 7?
7:30.
7:30?
Yeah, 7:30, curtain rises.
Very good. We have a picture that you arranged to send sort of the logo, if you will, of the Kalevala Land of the Heroes. So if Tom could, there it is.
Yep, that's our
logo.
show poster. So if you're looking for more information, if you see posters up around with that picture on it, that's it.
All right, and you have you sent a couple of pictures too. This was probably on the auditions. I think if you punch up, there we go.
This is a picture of Al Kiefer, and on our right, and Carl Anderson on the left. They were kind of the they were the instigators for this. This is at our public reading. We had a reading of the script, and we invited people from the general public to come to give us comments, so that we could, see, is the script, is it working? Is it something that people will like? And people give feedbacks to.
And the next picture, Tom.
And that's the whole crowd of us there, the readers. We did that at the Alqua Lodge, and Al and Carl were instrumental in inspiring me to write this. This wasn't my idea originally. If you can go back to the picture of Al and Carl, that'd be great. Carl Anderson is from Minnesota, and he was in 2 different plays based on segments of the Kalevala. One called Aurora and the Red Moon, and the other one was called When Heroes Sang, and that was produced at the opening ceremonies of FinFest in 1995 here in Marquette. So a lot of people here in the UP may have seen 96. Okay. Well, Carl, on your left there, was acted in that play, and he came from Minnesota with the traveling troupe to do it. And he was talking about with Al Kiefer and myself about the idea of getting that play and doing it here. And I said, well, why don't we go back to the Kalevala, go back to the original book, and write a script that covers a lot more of the book, that is appropriate, for us here in the UP, and is just for us, just for us Upers. And Carl and Al both thought that was a great idea, and I like a fool, thought it wasn't going to be that much work, but
it's going to be. It's going to be.
Yeah. Yeah, when we wrote the script. The script turned out great. We got a grant from the Michigan Council for Arts and Cultural Affairs. We got a grant from the National Endowment for the Arts through the QPAD Regional Commission here in the UP. So we have a lot of support. It's interesting to note now that with the economy the way it is, arts funding is really decreasing, and that's one of the things that's on the chopping block with Governor Granholm. So we're not sure what arts grants are going to look like next year, and we hope that the situation improves. But we were very lucky to get it.
What's your goal putting on this play, Paul?
I, over the last couple of years, have really embraced my Finnish heritage and have learned a lot about it. And part of it, of course, is programs like this has really given people my age opportunities to really explore their culture and their heritage a little bit more. And I read the Kalevala, and for those of you who have never read it before, it's 600 pages long. And it's very daunting. It's very tough reading for just the average person.
I'm going to choke on it.
And I tried to read it a couple of times earlier, and then I just made up my mind that I was gonna work my way through it, and I just loved it.
So you have a chance now with this play to share the story of the Kalevala with other young people.
Sure, because it's written in poetry, and it's written versions of songs that the Finn singers used to sing. So it's meant to be heard out loud. It's not meant to be read on the page
quietly.
And I couldn't even find an audiobook of the Kalevala, so I wanted it to be someplace where people could hear the language and see it, which is what they originally intended.
So there will be music within the play.
There has to be music, because all the poems were meant to be sung, so there has to be music
and it's
on stage.
160th anniversary of the writing of the Kalevala.
Yes, and
by the poet laureate Runeberg.
And it's really important for the history of Finland. You can't really understand the history of Finland without understanding the Kalevala.
To the play itself, will you have tickets in advance or tickets at the door?
Yes, tickets are available in advance, and if you wanted to find out more about getting tickets, you can call the Vista Theater at 475-7188, or look at the Vista website, which is www.vistatheater.org.
And the first performance is on the 9th of April.
The 9th of April.
Look for that. A little better than a month away from here, so join the crew at the Vista Theater.
It's a great cast and a great show, and it's going to be a wonderful opportunity for people to learn more about the Kalevala.
And it will be in English.
It'll be in English, yes, absolutely it will, absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Paul, for joining us.
Thanks for
Thank you for the donuts. And did you used to work here?
For a couple of years, I was standing behind the camera there when I was going to college, and I worked here at TV6.
That's right. I had to tease you a little bit, Paul.
I never thought I'd get to be on the show, though. This is great. What an opportunity.
Good to have you here, Paul.
Thanks.
Back with more music in just a moment, right after we pause for these commercial messages.